As the EU launch is upon us, I wanted to make a comprehensive quick start guide to kick your journey in Albion Online off right. Let's dive into the essential tips, tricks, and strategies to ensure your success. First and foremost, do not skip the tutorial. Why is it important? The tutorial is your golden ticket to mastering the basics of gathering, crafting, and it gives you your first mount, a mule. Pro tip, before exiting the tutorial, stock up on several mules. You won't have access to other mounts for a while, and having extra mules can significantly boost your early game income, as you can sell them at a high price in your starter city to other players. You can carry roughly 17 to 18 mules thanks to your character's ability to move, with up to 799% being overweight. Granted, it's very slow, it may seem boring or like a waste of time, but carrying all those 1 silver mules for a 25-minute hike into the main game will make you thank me later, I promise. Next up, I'd like to talk about my opinion on weapon choices for beginner. These are in no particular order, but number 1, I'd like to talk about the axe. It offers great mobility, damage, and health restoration, which are key benefits in surviving early game and being able to tackle things outside your reaver level. The second one I would like to mention would be the dagger. It's known for high mobility and sustain, also single target damage, allowing you to do the same as the axe that I mentioned above. The third would be the nature staff. It provides excellent solo sustain and damage, but it does lack in mobility. I chose those 3 weapons because I believe that they'll allow players that don't have a lot of understanding of the game be able to make a lot of mistakes and still be okay. Next, I would like to talk about early game strategies. Bring every tool. In the early game all the way to the end game, I recommend carrying all types of gathering tools, whether you plan on gathering or not. This practice will help you maximize your income by selling raw materials or saving them for crafting, while also gaining fame and items dropped by mobs. Invest your learning points in gathering skills rather than combat. Gathering fame is harder to come by and will pay off in the long run. With faction flagging, once you hit 700 IP, you can find this information in your inventory at the top left tab. Flag for your starter city. This will earn you points for every gathered resource and defeated mob, which can be exchanged for valuable items at the faction vendor, most notably for starting out the 9,000 point chests, which will reward you with money, fame, and items to use or sell. Next, I'd like to go over gear and combat tips. Preparation is key. If you're leaning towards a more lethal playstyle, ensure you have at least a minimum of 5 sets of your current gear stored, or enough silver to buy your set 5 times before venturing into dangerous territories. This will prevent you from burning out or hating lethal areas, because the game is going to push you towards lethal zones eventually for the best rewards, and no matter your talent, you will always get caught and lose your gear. Never become attached to your set, and always remember, if you die, the fame you gained can never be taken from you. Specialization matters. Focus on leveling up gear in the same category to boost your combat effectiveness. I recommend leather chest pieces, cloth helmets, and plate boots because they are excellent starting choices due to their versatile benefits. If you can pin down in your mind what gear you think will be best for you and your playstyle, you can max the specialization out quicker. You can use your destiny board and read about each piece of a certain type. This goes for weapons also. So if we look at the leather chest piece, we can see over time what abilities can be used to our advantage, as well as passive attributes that are always present. So for example, the assassin's jacket grants 30% more attack 100% of the time, as opposed to the mercenary jacket granting 20% all the time. Plate and cloth also have 100% up bonuses as well if you take the time to look through all of them. If you can single out and stick with one type, you will notice each piece of equipment of that type will bleed into each other and make it stronger. So leveling even the item you aren't going to use in a line will actually benefit the one you are using, making it stronger and have more bonuses while using it. For an example, I take all my leather pieces under the chest line. You can see the first 3 have the biggest bonuses to everything in the line, plus the others also give an advantage as well, even if I'm not using them. The same goes for head, foot, weapons, and offhands. Next, I'd like to cover some advanced tips for solo players. The Mist, for example, for solo players interested in lethal content, offers great opportunities for silver, chances to engage other players, and valuable mob drops. As far as fame farming goes, to gain the most fame, target enchanted mobs in the open world black zones. Keep an eye on your Reaver level to identify which mobs you can tackle more efficiently. In conclusion, the main thing is to have fun with the game. This is just a guide aimed at equipping newer players and returning players with the knowledge to thrive in Albion. Remember, success comes from understanding the game mechanics, strategic planning, and a bit of courage to explore the unknown. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. For live advice and gameplay, you can join me over at twitch.tv. Best of luck on your adventures in Albion.